Hello, and today we're working with the Roland MC-909, right? Yeah, it's a sampling groove box. And today we're going to find out how to import samples and create your own drums on the MC-909. Stick around and we'll get right to it. Okay, well, if you're like me, you've probably spent a lot of time collecting free samples off of the internet. Here's some from Akai, etc., etc. And, well, you might actually want to listen to them in one of your favorite audio editors. In my case, it's SoundForge on a Windows 7 machine. And if I turn the sound on here, just a moment, you might actually hear in the background there each individual sound. But what we want to do is here, let me show you, to bring them into the Roland. Roland has two different types of sample sets. They have rhythm kits, which are comprised of 16 combined samples, and they have just regular, synth sounds, which are just, could be assigned to one sample. So what we're going to do is we're going to import the 16 samples and make our own rhythm set. So again, if we look back to the computer here and we have these individual sounds, before we can import them into the Roland MC-909, we're going to have to combine them into one file. Thankfully, I've already done that for you. I will just open that one file up already. And you can see there's 16 samples here, right? Okay, that's wonderful. So now we want to bring this over to there, to the Roland MC. So how do we do that? Well, we take this cable here, which is a USB cable, and we hook it up to the back of this device, like so. Okay. And we head over to the menu system and we head down to USB. We select the memory card. And it now asks us to hook it up to the computer here, right? It says, oh, it's another drive. So we open the folder. We see that we have a temp folder. And here are the waves and AIFF formats. I've already kind of just copied that in, but essentially you would have taken that and copied, pasted onto this MC-909 drive, and once that's completed, you'll eject the drive, and it's now safe to remove, and we'll now exit and cancel, and now we can move on to the next step, and that next step is to actually head over to the sampling section here and click edit, and we'll go to the menu and we'll import that sample, and we'll head to the card where I've saved it and highlight the sample and import it. So now you can see the sample is loaded up with all 16 of those sounds. So when you hit the key, if I turn it up, all 16 of those sounds go off. So what we need to do next is up here they have a feature to chop that 16 sample into individual samples. So we'll click chop, and we have an auto chop feature here. We'll go ahead and click auto chop. It says level. Let's go up to level 10 maybe. Bring it all the way up. And it's now processing. And look at that, all 16 pads are lit up. Let's see how well it did the chop. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll execute that because you want that to be saved. And sure enough, it's going to start assigning those individual 16 samples to each one of these pads. And then it'll ask you, do you want to create a new rhythm set? Sure I do. Yes, that's the whole point of this. Well, I've already have it sampled here. I'll go ahead and write that. I'll save it to my card. No, I want to save it to the, yeah, I'll save it to the card. Let's go ahead and write it. And write that rhythm set. Do we want to assign it to the current part? Well, no, because I already have something there that I don't want to erase, you know, this intro track. I want to go to a fresh new track, empty, and go ahead over to the patch sample and head down to patch 10, and I want to replace that with my new drum kit on the card. See how it shows up as rhythm? And we'll go ahead and select that. And now, of course, we have boom, 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 boom. We have here. Let's do this. We can actually head over here and we can use my DAW to play the MIDI, which is already hooked up to a template going out to MC-909. And let's do that. And I'll turn up sound. So we have, yes, we have drums. We have drums playing. And that's basically how you import samples from or drum kits on the Roland MC-909. So why don't we just use one of these patterns that I put together, play us out. Here we go. Bye.